Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us on your Friday. I'm Sophie Erber. Tim will be joining us in just a moment. In less than 2 days, many people will be celebrating St. Patrick's Day, but one city in northwest Iowa takes it to a whole new level, and that is where we find KCAU-9's news team tonight. We are hometown proud. Some of us are up in Emmetsburg right now. That's where those St. Pat's festivities are well underway, a little early tonight. And our own Tim Seaman and others from the KCAU-9 news and weather team are there. Tim, I have to ask, did you find that corned beef sandwich yet to eat?
I haven't found any corned beef, but I have found a friend. Welcome to St. Pat's, I guess, huh? Do you speak? She doesn't speak. She'll be with us all night, folks. Get ready for some extra entertainment. You might find an Irish coffee up here tonight, though. That'd be all right, wouldn't it? I thought so, because the sun's starting to set and it is just a little bit nippy, but plenty of activities here in downtown Emmetsburg tonight. Inside the Big Top tent downtown, kind of a center of activities tonight. A big bags tournament going on, a couple of different classes. It's got started, warm-ups, I guess I should say. We're about a half hour ago or so, but plenty of activities here in town. A fish fry, bingo, Irish music in the big tent. And tomorrow morning, as we mentioned at 5 o'clock, the Around the Lock run, a big run here in town. Weather conditions much better than a year ago, that is for sure. Last year barely hitting 20 degrees. Gusty winds made it tough. The Irish music later tonight. Everybody will be warmed up, that is for sure. You're warm, correct? Yes, we're warm and ready to go. Well, what started back in the 60s is the parade here, really the centerpiece of this Emmetsburg St. Patrick's celebration. It gets started early tomorrow afternoon right here in downtown. Clowns, queens, and much more. All what started with just a few folks that thought that there should be something more than a small festival here, as the folks have been gathering ever since the mid-60s. The Brian Baru pipe band, bagpipe band, a big part of that coming from Minneapolis. Folks look forward to that each year, as well as just a massive parade that's filled with floats and music and fun activities. Now it's also not uncommon to see folks lined up 3 or 4 deep along the parade route.
It's pretty amazing. It's hard to believe that. Well, it's kind of the first of spring, so if you can get out, you can get out, and it's something to do, and people are really excited, and they come in droves if the weather's nice. The crowds just kept on getting bigger and bigger, and every year it gets a little better.
This year's parade officially starts at 1:30, but entries will be lining up well before that. And check this out. We found this picture of the KCAU entry from the 60s. Dave Nixon and Charlie Harness featured, along with Gary Gerard and John McCain, 2 of the folks that started this parade all those years ago. I mentioned a moment ago that the parade started with just 6 families. I'll tell you what, as Jason Toctasian joins me here from across the street, that's almost the same number of people that first settled this community. Jason standing by with more on the history right here in Iowa's Irish capital, Emmetsburg.
That's right, Tim. 7 Irish families from Kane County, Illinois were the first settlers in Old Emmetsburg, which is located just off of Highway 18 before you exit town. But the late 1800s saw massive change to the nation's transportation, which would also have impacts on the future of Palo Alto County.
So originally when they came, they only brought 6 teams of oxen with them. So the only building materials they had to haul here from when they moved. So the original homes were built out of rough cut lumber that they cut with axes by hand, and a lot of sod homes.
It was the year 1856, and 7 Irish families, including the Nolans and Nearys, ended up settling in Emmetsburg Township, just 2 miles northwest from present-day Emmetsburg.
Most of the inhabitants here were, at this time, was Irish Catholic. They moved in. They left Ireland because of the rule that England imposed upon the Irish, and they moved west looking for a similar type of land that they experienced back in Ireland.
As time went on, more families would come to the old town, and life was far from easy.
Life was primitive. They were all small farmers and small business people at the time. The businesses were like a drugstore, hotel, grocery store, just a regular, normal small town business.
But that settlement would be short-lived with the new railroad coming into town, bringing in new opportunities for the growth of Emmetsburg.
Now, there were 3 railroads, it said, north, south, east, and west. People were here from 1871 to 1874 when the railroad came through, and of course then the town had to move.
There was 2 attorneys in the area, T.W. Harrison and George McCarty, and they worked with the railroad to move the town to a better location that was previously plotted.
A mix of pre-planning and fortune would bring to life modern-day Emmetsburg.
But there were still some holdouts that wouldn't go.
So ultimately, the railroad agreed to give the first people to move choice of the corner lot on whatever block that they wanted. So eventually, the businesses agreed and they decided to move to the new location.
Eventually settling in modern-day Emmetsburg and building houses like the one you see now.
Everybody has a strong pride in our town of Emmetsburg, and there's still a lot of people that make up this community that are descended from the Irish.
Now, Tim, just imagine what life was like, especially in those log cabins during the winter. It's just one of the many obstacles and hurdles that those first settlers had to overcome. And also, Tim, I'm sure that those settlers were not expecting that, fast forward, 150 years, that this small settlement that they established would then become Iowa's Irish capital. But for now, reporting live in Emmetsburg, back to you, Tim.
Jason, indeed, a lot of history there, quite a story as well. Thanks for sharing that. And the man that's responsible for keeping this community moving forward joins me now. That's Mayor Patrick Deegan. And Pat, thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Tim. I'm glad to be here.
We're glad you're with us too. The biggest weekend of the year for this community, no doubt.
It is. I think the population probably doubles every year on this weekend. It's fun to watch.
Talk a little bit about this community. I mentioned, as you just did too, the population doubles this weekend. The population is growing. I know you're working on that all year, though, not just for St. Pat's, as there are so many things that maybe some folks don't know about this community.
Oh, yeah, we have a beautiful lake, which is right up the street from us here. We have activities going on year-round, both on the lake and off the lake. We have a wonderful healthcare system here in Emmetsburg. Iowa Lakes Community College is north side of town. They work very well with not just the young students, but businesses for education of their employees. And we also have a wonderful Catholic school here and a public high school, or a public school system also that is just excellent. We have a couple good industries on the south end of town that employ a lot of people. We've got Aluma trailers down there or out there, Poet ethanol plant, and AGP, which has been there about 27, 28 years.
It is a community that folks can come to in the summer for recreation, for St. Pat's, the winter for the recreation on the lake. We look forward to coming back. Pat, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me, Tim. It's good to see you again.
Have a great weekend.
All right, thank you.
Well, during the course of this weekend, many folks will no doubt get down on their knees and kiss the Blarney Stone that can be found in the Palo Alto County Courthouse yard. A chunk of limestone comes from the Blarney Castle in Ireland, and a few, they'll probably know the special story that goes with that stone here in Emmetsburg. It dates back to 1965 when an unsuspecting TWA flight attendant agreed to help with a promotion bringing Irish dignitaries to town for the St. Pat's celebration. A year later, Patty Horan made her second visit ever to Iowa, again with an Irish dignitary and a piece of history that remains even today.
I asked her if she'd bring the Blarney Stone, a piece of the Blarney Stone from Ireland, and so she brought this rock behind me, and it weighed like 84 pounds or something, and she had it in a suitcase. A couple times people offered to lift it up and carry it, and they could hardly lift it, you know.
And that story continues. That was 1966, and a Dublin native, Patty Horan, had already caught the eye of now County Supervisor Linus Solberg. 2 years later, the long-distance connection led to a wedding, and later 2 kids and 5 grandkids. While the diamond-shaped stone still sits in the courthouse square, the Solberg family is left to share Patty's story. She passed away in 2014 after a battle with cancer at age 72.
And she was really proud of this. You know, one of the things she said, she'd like to have recognition that she brought that Blarney Stone over here because it was a big deal when she did. Joe Joyce had lots of clout, and he made sure it got done.
A wreath still stands next to the Blarney Stone each year in Patty's memory. Make sure to look for the Blarney Stone if you're in Emmetsburg tomorrow. It's right uptown at the Courthouse Square. Something else that folks will have no problem finding is the parade and several key entries, and that includes the band from St. Paul, Minnesota that I mentioned earlier, a bagpipe band, the Brian Baru Band. They'll be marching when they're not busy in St. Paul. They come here to Emmetsburg. But they don't only march in the parade. You see, they take a detour from their route, ending up in the local pubs from time to time. Just listen to this. And it doesn't get much more Irish than bagpipes, that is for sure. Up and down the street and then in and out of the pubs. Well, someone else that has a key role tomorrow in the parade and for the next 12 months, as a matter of fact, is Miss Shamrock. The pageant a week ago getting festivities started here, and I'm glad to have the Miss Shamrock, I was going to say Shamrock Queen, and I knew that wasn't right. Miss Shamrock, Hannah Nolte with us today. Hannah, welcome.
Hello, thank you for having me.
We're glad that you're with us. Are you ready for your first parade?
I am more than ready.
Talk about what you'll be doing over the next year. I know it's a busy year.
Yes, so over the next year I will have the opportunity to attend different parades and really represent Emmetsburg and the tradition that this holiday upholds within our community. I'll attend different parades and network with different queens in surrounding areas and have a chance to meet lots of new people.
Briefly here before we wrap up, what do you hope folks that aren't from Emmetsburg might take home with them this weekend?
I hope that, anyone not from Emmetsburg takes home the sense of tradition and community within this town. I am so appreciative to have a part within this awesome tradition and holiday, and so I hope that people from around here take home the feeling that St. Patrick's Day in Emmetsburg, Iowa provides to all its visitors, and I hope that they make a stop back.
All right. Well, you have a great day. Thanks for joining us, and enjoy Saturday.
Thank you so much. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
And we'll quick make mention the Irish Miss this year, Mallory Peters. The little lassie is Kendallyn Van Ginkel, and Little Miss Shamrock is Charlie Sheffield, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, thanks again.
Thank you so much.